Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Here we're just, we're formulating our perfect endgame team, because it feels like we're getting close to the ending. So I showed you, I caught a Piplup there. Really not much going on other than catching Piplup. There's going to be a lot of jumps here at the beginning, and then at the end we're going to get into some really storytelling stuff moving forward. So depending on what you're here for, you know, the storytelling stuff starts at about the, I don't know, 15-20 minute mark, somewhere around there. But here we could level up Piplup, or we could evolve Piplup, which is very good news. Let's evolve our little Piplup. We just caught him. Yeah, it was maybe like 5-10 minutes prior to this battle. I'm going and I'm getting a lot of EXP for my group because I know we're entering the end of the game. Piplup, Primplup, Empoleon is gonna have a lot more positive effects on the team than Gyarados will. So that's my goal. I'm just gonna continue to battle Alpha Pokemon for this whole first half, so that we can level up Pokemon accordingly and get them in a good position moving forward. But let's go. I have another member in this location of the map that I want to go and catch. That's going to be a permanent member on our team now that we've got to play around with a lot of the Pokemon in this game. So let's go catch him. And they're usually hiding up over here. There, get the medicinal leaf. There he is, little Togepi. Let's just throw Piplup at him. I just want to get him in a battle because he typically runs away really quickly and he should be easy to catch. So I think if we just throw a Pokeball at him, we'll have him. Or a Fly Ball, Wing Ball, whatever you call him. I think almost any basic Pokeball is gonna catch him, so. And yeah, it's that simple. There we go, we got our Togepi. No hassle there. So let's jump over to our last final team member. I think we may have one more coming up here, but that will be in a later episode. I wanted to catch a Turtwig, but I can't find Turtwig anywhere here. So instead we're going to go after his alpha Pokemon, the evolution of Turtwig that's hanging out here. We'll have to eventually catch Turtwig. Maybe that's him over there in the grass. No, that's Paris. Eventually, we will have to catch Turtwig for the Pokedex entry. Let's take out this guy before he does any damage to us. Parasect, die, please. Thank you. But, yeah, a Grotle, level 46 is good enough. I mean, if anything, it makes it so that way we don't have to do as much grinding on my end. So it's nice. I would have preferred to get a Turtwig go from scratch and maybe have a grindy episode on Monday, but that doesn't turn out to be the case, because of course it doesn't. We have to get good old Grotle instead, and with that being said, there's a soda pop for your afternoon. Toss out Scissor. This will be one of the last times we see Scissor, so wish Scissor a good old farewell. He'll be leaving the team. We'll miss you, Scissor. It was a joy to have Scissor on the team. I'll say that. It was an exciting Pokemon that I haven't used in a long time, but I know what I want for my end team here, and I definitely need a strong water type, a strong grass type, a strong fire type, a psychic type, and our pseudo legendary. So let's count that down. We have a fire type, water type, grass type, pseudo legendary. That's 4 Pokemon there. Potentially a psychic type, that would be the 5th. And then our 6th type, I forget who we have on the team here. Oh, Togepi will be our 6th type. Yeah, and Togepi is used as like a coverall. You'll see as we go and we learn up moves a little bit later in this episode. Togepi can learn a wide variety of moves from Fairy, Psychic, Ghost, Normal, and they're all strong. So it's important to keep Togepi on the team, especially when it turns into Togekiss and can be an absolute game changer. one more sneeze, because of course there's always an extra sneeze. Let's go with an agile style bulldoze. That shouldn't affect him too much. He has the ground typing there. Let's do that again. Maybe a regular? Yeah. I want to get him down to red health, or close to it. That way we actually stand a chance of catching him, because these alpha Pokemon suck to catch most of the time. But there we go. He's just going to powder me and then continuously pump attacks into Garchomp. We have enough team members that we could withstand the blow, so we might as well catch him. You bastard, you. Of course, all his stats raise because of that, so that's a boatload of fun. Let's get behind him. I wanted to test to see, like, you get a buff if you hit them from behind, so I wanted to see if that was the case in a battle as well, but it's not. He's just going to continue to grow angry and continue to hit our Garchomp. Our Garchomp has some beefy HP stats. Leaf Blade's going to do a lot. Yeah. that's a pretty hard hitter against Garchomp, honestly, because he has that ground typing as the dragon type. It kind of sucks at the game that, but there we go. We got Grotle. Now I think we got everybody we want on the team. And Grotle can evolve now that we went and taught everybody some good moves. So let's evolve him. That is one of the benefits of catching him at a high level and as an alpha Pokemon, is he can evolve relatively quickly. Little work involved there. And his final evolution stage here is a pretty big opponent to go against. So we got Torterra. That's awesome. We don't have to grind him that much, which is very nice. And here I just threw this in. He's not going to stay on the team, but we caught a Pikachu last episode, or maybe 2 episodes ago, and I wanted to evolve him using the Thunderstone once I was doing the voice record for that, so let's go through it and evolve our Pikachu into Raichu. So there we go, we have a Raichu. Don't think we ever use it, but now we're jumping over here to like the spot that we had to fly to in our actually story progression. So if you're tuning in now, I said 15 minutes, but it's actually around the 7-minute mark. It looks like 8 minutes. We start to get into some more story related stuff. We have one more jump away. There's something cool that happened, but other than that, the rest of this episode is story based. So we have to go and calm down the Nobel, or the alpha Pokemon in this area. So let's go and do that. So we just pretty much fly over to our destination. I'm going to cut to it to when we get to there. You can see I had an Eevee there selected. My hope is, I've been trying to play throughout the daytime of this game, and I'm really hoping to get an Espeon, because that would be my perfect, like, ending Pokemon to have. And all we have to do that is build up friendship throughout the day. So it's going to compete with Togepi a little bit, but that's a very dominant psychic type Pokemon, and I would really love to have Espeon on the team. I've never got one naturally. I've always used like Game Sharks and stuff like that in the past to get an Espeon, so I'm really, really hoping that that works out and we don't get Umbreon, but we shall see as we progress. But we have our little bit of character dialogue here. And then I left this section because I felt like this was extremely rare. So there's a bunch of Machoke up here, which I'm nothing rare about that. You can see the Eevee that I'm using to level up here is level 61, I think. It went away for a second there. I tried to catch that Machoke, but no luck. Not a big deal. I have an Ultra Ball left here because I learned how to make Ultra Balls recently. And I'm throwing these off the ledge just because I don't. They're wasting spots in my inventory. Then I start throwing them this way and I see Machamp. And I'm like, oh, Machamp is cool. Maybe if we could get close enough and throw an Ultra Ball behind him, we could catch Machamp. That would be pretty cool, right? I mean, I've never had any luck with this in the past, but... And we actually catch Machamp. Like, that's really... That's a big deal. That's a Pokemon that we likely would have never had. That's a trade evolution. It's a huge deal that we were able to catch him. Like, I'm blown away that we were able to catch him. But our team is so-so right now. We have a lot of, like, weak links here, but as far as ice Pokemon go, we should be pretty strong against them. We would be a lot stronger if we had Machamp, but it turns out we're not going to need Machamp. They create the items so we can calm him down, which is always good. And I figure let's just go into it. It took a couple cuts to make this happen. I'm not going to lie. I don't have one complete playthrough of this to show you all. But it is a pretty epic battle. And I think right here is where I'll cut it for the actual snippet. But let's jump on into this. And it's broken up into 2 battles, you can see there. It eventually turns nighttime. I take a couple attempts at this, and I cannot get it done in 1 attempt. It's so unfair. It's not horrible, but it's definitely like the most... Other than the Voltorb fight, this is the most unfair battle we've had thus far. I feel like I could eventually get this one down if I tried, but it really tries to screw you. Like, really hard. I don't know how to explain it other than that, like, it just continuously does you dirty. There's so much going on at any point in time that, like, if you actually want to throw these things out, you have to know, like, the exact movements, otherwise you're hosed. And I don't know if this Pokemon eventually wears itself out or not, but... Now here we go, we have our fight and Typhlosion's in place. Let's just use a strong style overheat. It's guaranteed to hit, and it's gonna do all the damage we need it to do. And I take damage from that, which sucks. Man, I'll just continue to peg him with balls here in the head. And you should see, like, it's so close that, like, I theoretically should win here, but I end up getting hosed. Like, this little whatever isn't bad, but when you start throwing the other stuff in there, it's just impossible to see. So let's just jump. Let's do, like, a hard cut there. So I eventually made it to the end here, and for the sake of, like, editing purposes, I didn't have to, like, restore where I was. I was able to make this clean after I did it about 15 times, but I didn't want to go through and edit this video too much, because I'm really struggling to get it out here on Sunday. I had quite the hectic week. I was at work every night this week until, like, 9 p.m. Going in at 8 a.m. So, like, 13-hour days. So I didn't want to take too much time. But, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess you'll just have to trust me on that one, that I didn't just continue from a previous save. Because, I've showed it in the past when I do that. I'm not ashamed to say that I would do that, but it's just in editing. It became a pain in the ass here, looking over the compilation of videos that I put out on Twitch this week, so take that for what it's worth, folks. You can, if you failed there, you know, like any other battle, you could just pick up where you left off, but that wasn't the case here. Hopefully, my honesty shines through in that regard. But now we get a whole bunch of character dialogue, and now we're about to put up with the biggest bullshit we could ever receive in this game. We did this and everybody's like, oh, we trust you, and you're a good guy. Thank you for helping us out all this whole time. Been such a solid contributor. Everything will change. Everybody's gonna be good now. We're all friends. We're learning about Almighty Sinnoh. And now that you've come along, things have gotten so much better, Average Joe. You're a great dude, is what we're getting pretty much. I quelled every last frenzy Nobel. Things should settle down. That's what everybody's saying. And no, I mean, hopefully they will, but there's always a lot of stuff going on. I was almost expecting this to be the end of the game, to be brutally honest with you. And then I got completely side hit, like you are about to hear in a second. And to be honest, I was like, holy shit, they really stepped it up. They step it up here at the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. So we did that. Let's go and check in with the commander. Tell him that we completed our job. He's like, excellent. You quelled every Pokemon. Yes, sir, I did. And to think, just a guy who fell out of the sky would be great. Now we can all live normal lives again. Go and eat with your pals. Alrighty. You got it, sir. And now let's go. Let's talk to the professor and Akairi. You know, I always love to leave these scenes in. I always love to leave the... it's just a little bit of bonding. Like, we don't get that enough from these characters. It's something that I'm going to go into huge detail in an upcoming video on. Where, like, I go and I express... and I mean, hopefully that video goes over well, because I've already spent a ton of time editing and writing a script and everything like that. It's like an actual production. And that's what I want to do once a month, but that's just like a low-key detail kind of thing, so... But I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I hardly read what's on the screen anyway, so... I guess so is actually a really good option in that case. Don't sell yourself short. You're a full flake member of the Survey Corps. Yeah. Everything will be great tomorrow, folks. It's going to be splendid. We're just having a great old time here. But of course, with the duration of this video, you can tell some shit goes down. Bakoom! There's a huge explosion. I'm like, oh my god. I wake up in my bedroom. This is the first time in a long time I woke up in my house. Some shit's really gotta be going down for me to wake up in my house. I guess let's just go embrace the day. Let's see what's going on. And, surprise, surprise, the sky is falling. Everything's going to shit so quickly here. And that space warp grew substantially larger. There's a commander looking out at it. We're all in big trouble. It's not looking good. And I think who do they want to resolve it? Obviously me. I've word from the commander. You're to report to his office at once. Okay? I will. It's ominous. Very ominous indeed. What about this, Commander? I did all this by commanding the nobles? Okay. Lightning. It struck that one night that Average Joe came down from the sky. It's all linked in some way. Who or what are you really, Average Joe? I say I'm a Survey Corps member. I don't know. That's all I've been doing. I've done everything he's ordered. Doesn't answer the question of who I really am. So now he's trying to accuse me of being responsible for all the shit that's going on right now. He's trying to say that, like, I brought all this bad stuff. And people are sticking up for me. They're like, there's nothing to say that Average Joe did this. And you know what? Man, fuck these people. That's what I have to say at this point. Fuck you. Why would they accuse me of doing this shit? I came and I did everything I could to help them through every situation. And now they're accusing me of being a bad guy on no basis other than, like, I came from the same location that shit is going down from. But I helped them. I helped them the past couple weeks. You know? But I'm no longer a member of the Galaxy team. And I have to leave. I have to leave the town. I lose my house. I'm banished from the village until I can explain why. This is bullshit. Yeah, I'm glad people are sticking up for me. You know what? Fuck you, Commander. You're a dick. This is bullshit. I'll tell you, I really get ticked off at this point in the game. Like, I really do. I get the story element. But look at them. You're banished from the village, and they're, like, stunned. And I try to go to them. She says, let's go. I try to go to my only two friends in this world. I'm like, hey, please. Please help me. Please. Don't make me go. I don't want to leave town. I love you. Don't make me leave. And you know what I get in return? Nothing. I get nothing in return. I'm forced to leave this village. Me and my friends. We're forced to leave. Guess I have to follow. I try to leave her, but she just keeps saying this way. That's all that happens. You see people say some nasty stuff about me on the way out. I didn't cause this. This is dirty. They're ruining my good name. This is really dirty. She's gonna personally escort me out. They're gonna see me out too. So this is the beginning of the end, folks. It's not fair what's happening to good old Average Joe here. It's not fair at all. Yeah. I agree with you. I'm done. This is the first time I read your notes. All game. Fuck you, man. How about that? See the Diamond and the Pearl clan. They might help me. I'll never be a Galaxy team member again, though. So this is a whole load of bullshit. And I just don't feel like dealing with it. You don't have the right to give me orders anymore, ma'am. It's fun to grow up. Don't give me advice, either. I hate authority figures. That's going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you did appreciate this. Yeah, it's very frustrating here at the end of the game, but if you did like the video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all tomorrow on Monday's episode. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of training, some grinding, and then some story progression, but we're approaching the end of the game, it seems like, so we'll be on track to end this by the end of February. So, super excited to see you all then, and until then, take care, ladies and gentlemen.